Hello guys, welcome to the channel. So as you can see, today we're going to do a full speed run of a few Python array codes, which are very much necessary for the interviews as well as college level examinations and practical examinations. It is also beneficial for students who are still in their high school level. So tune in and I hope you will enjoy this series. I'm beginning it from today and let's see how it goes. We are going to use Jupyter Notebook for our sessions, and I'll be writing the questions and I'll be dropping the link to all the questions at the end of the video in the description box. And do tune in, subscribe the channel, and like for more such content. And let's begin. Okay, so let's begin. What do we have in our question number one? Let's see. Right. So we have got here a question, a problem statement, which says given an array, we have to find the smallest element in the array. Very easy. So we're going to hard code the input here, right? Suppose we take an array, ARR is equal to. Basically in Python, what we mean by taking an array? We mean we are taking a list. So what we are doing, we are taking a list. Okay, let's build a list of elements. Like suppose we are taking the numbers 7, 8, 3, 2, and 9, right? So what we need here, we need the smallest element in the array, as the question suggests. So let's hold a mean element, right? So let's hold that. Let's assign a variable mean element is equal to ARR of suppose 0, right? So what do we need to do now? Now we have already assigned a mean element. Now for I in range len of ARR. So we are going to traverse through the whole list and then find what? Find if an element in that array is lesser than our min element. So if that element is lesser than our min element, we can update our min element, right? So if error of I is less than that of min element, we can say what? We can say that our new min element is equal to ARR of I, right? Okay. So at last, what we can do is we can just display the min element. So print min element. Okay. Two. So yeah, our array was this, and we are getting the min element as a return. Okay, so this was a very easy code. Next, let's copy it so that we don't have to waste time. Okay, let's go for question number two. Right. Okay. So what do we have for question number two? We have to find the largest element in an array, right? So we did what? We found the mean element in an array. Now we are finding the largest element in an array. So for that, what we have to do? It's very simple. For mean element, we were assigning a variable mean element and storing the ARR of 0. The same thing we are going to do with the max element also. And the only thing which is going to change here is the if statement. As you can see, I'm coding it. Follow through and you will be able to understand what is happening exactly. Okay, so let's take the same example. Okay, so we have the same ARR here. So what will be the max element? What you can see, the out of 7, 8, 3, 2, and 9, which is the max element? Of course, 9 is the max element. Okay, so let's just change the variable name. Okay, variable names don't matter. You can keep it anything. You change it, you don't, it doesn't matter, right? So now the same loop, we have to traverse through all the elements. Len of ARR means what is len of ARR? Len of ARR is, if you see here, print len of ARR, and we just comment out the rest of the code, right? So what is len of ARR? Our len of ARR is 5. As you can see, there are 5 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how is array indexing done? As you guys know, array indexing is done through like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So as we are traversing through the element, what we need to check now? We need to check that if ARR of I, if an element is greater than that of our already existing max element, right? So what will be our max element? Our max element will become ARR of I. And if we print our max element, what should be the answer? Our answer is 9. Okay, so we are getting it. We'll slowly move on to functions and do it with functions and call it through main. We'll move on to it. Now just I'm hard coding it so that you can just get the basic graphs, the basic concepts of array, and you can understand that how it works and what are the basic things that you need to know about arrays, right? Okay. Next, let's get another easy question here. The second smallest or the second largest in an array, right? Till now, what we were finding just the largest. Now, what about the second largest or the second smallest? There are two approaches to this. One is what? One is we can simply just sort the array and then find out which one is the second largest, sort it in descending order or ascending order and find it from the last, right? And another thing, another approach can be what? Another approach can be that we can just like normally we can find the max and then compare if it is less than max but greater than all other elements in the array, then it will be our second max, of course, right? So the same way also we can also do the second smallest. Okay, so now let's get the question first. This is our question number 3, right? This is our question 3, right? So let's mark down. Okay, so let's get our question. Yep. Yep, so we got our question. uh Okay, sorry, I forgot to draw. Okay, we got our question. Right. So find the second smallest or the second largest element in the array. Okay. As we have already got a bit of grasp, we can move on to functions. But okay, let's stick with hard coding a few more uh, times and then we will move on to functions, right? So ARR. Suppose we are taking a array here. Let's make it anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7. Okay, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. So what will be the second largest element here? 8, because 9 is the largest, 8 is the second largest. And what will be the second smallest? 2, because 1 is the smallest and 2 will be the second smallest. Right. So what we can do here? See, suppose max is equal to ARR of 0. Right. We're also holding as min is equal to ARR of 0. Right. Let's do it this way. For let's find out the max first. Okay. As we are finding the second max, what we were doing when we were finding the max, we were assigning an element to which we were storing the max. So we also need an element to store the second max also. So sec max, can I say sec max is equal to 0? And suppose sec min is equal to 0, right? Okay. Now, for item in ARR, we are directly traversing the items. We are not going by referencing them. We are directly traversing the items now. For item in ARR, what will they print? Show. See, if I print item, it will show the items directly, right? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now, what do we need to do with the item? We got this item. Now, what do we need to do with it? If item is greater than max, right? And then what happens? Max is equal to item, not equal. Sorry, max is assigned to item. Right? Item is stored in max. Okay. Now elif item is greater than second max and item is less than max. Then what happens? Then what happens is second max becomes your item. Right? Okay. So you get it? How the second max value is updated? Right. So now what do we need to print? We need to print second max. Okay. Print sec max. Yeah, I'm not getting it right. I think I did some mistake here. Item is greater than second max and item is less than max. Max is equal to item. Item is greater than max. Just a second. I'm so sorry. I forgot to assign, like, see what happens if item is greater than max, right? So the item is becoming new max. So what do? We store the item in the sec max, right? Now what happens is max is the new item. Now we check that if item is greater than sec max and item less than max, then second max is our new item. Now it will be correct. I'm so sorry. Uh, it's coming out 9. No, it shouldn't come 9. Okay, we cannot start it from 0, right? We have to start it from float. Silly mistakes minus infinity and minus. I think there's a function called max. That's why we are getting an error here. Sorry. Okay. And item. Second max is equal to item. No. Oh, I got it. I'm so stupid. Right. So here's what happens, right? Okay. So the value of max is going into second max. I was putting the item into it. I'm so sorry. Now, yeah, we get it. Right. So the same thing also, we do it now with second min. Okay. For item in, uh, if I kept it 0, I think I would also get the answer correct because this, yeah, yeah, you can keep it 0. Okay. So anyway, now let's see. For item, suppose for item in ARR, what do we do is if item is less than min, then what we do, uh, we put the value of min in second min, right? Second min is equal to min. Why do we do it? We do it so that the minimum value is now becoming the second minimum value because we are already getting a value which is less than the minimum, right? So what is our new min? Our new min is our item. Understand this? Right. Now, elif. Elif, what happens? Item is less than sec min and item is greater than min. Then what happens? Sec min is equal to item, right? Now, if we print our sec min, we get 0. Why? This should not be the correct. Uh, okay. Less than segment. And item is greater than min. Then our second min is equal to item. Yep. Everything's looking great. Okay, okay. I understand what the error we are getting here. The problem is that, yeah, we have to make it max val because max and min are already, default functions in your eh, max val, max val, max val, max val, right? Sec max val, 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 right? Okay. Uh, uh, we cannot keep the minimum value as 0 because we don't have a value here less than 0, right? So what do we need to do? We have to use your float infinity as the maximum limit, right? Now we can get our answer correct. Yeah, 2. So this is what happens. You can also take the second max as float minus infinity. Why? Because it is like the minimum value. You can't go below that. So maximum value, any value will be greater than that only. In the same case also, this is the float infinity is the maximum value you are taking. Like any value you take now would be greater than this only. So we spent a lot of time on question number 3. Let's go to question number 4. Yeah, now we need to pick up our speed a bit because we all don't have all day. Question 4, right? Let's go. Mark down and let's find the question. Okay. So here the problem is to reverse an array. I can show you a very simple method to do this. Like suppose, okay, see, suppose you have an array. I'll show you the simplest method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? Now we need to reverse it. How would you do it? Very simple. Just do this. Print arr of colon minus 1. See, it got reversed. But this is not actually how you should do it. You can do it if you require. So what we are going to do here is show the classical method of reversing an array. So we are going to use a function def array, rev array, right? So now let's pass an array. Right. We are first going to write the function and then going to call it in the main. Right. See, we create a new array. New is equal to suppose empty. It's an empty list, right? Okay. For I in range from where to where, len of arr, comma, minus 1, comma, minus 1, comma, minus. Sorry, len of arr minus 1, comma, minus 1, comma, minus 1. Okay. So how this is working basically? The loop you are running here for I in range len of arr minus 1, starting from minus 1 and it's going backwards, right? So minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. This is how the arrays will be taken up, right? Now what happens is we just append it. New dot append arr of I. We could also have used like a reverse loop, as you say that a while loop starting from len of arr and going down till 0, right? The same would also work. If you want, you can do it like that way also. We simply return new, and now what we do is we write the main function. So if uh, sorry, if name equal main, we do what? ARR is equal to, suppose we take an ARR 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, 7, 8. Print, we're directly calling the method inside the print function instead of creating another variable and then calling it in, right? So we just pass ARR and here we go. So this was our array that we originally built, and this is what we get after reversing it. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What do we have in our next question? Question number 5, right? So in question number 5, what do we have? Let's mark it down. Right. Okay. So we have got frequency of each element. Okay, very easy. Like, see, if you think it that way, it's tough. Frequency of each element. Bap re bap. No, it's easy. How? I'll show you. Let's first take down our question. Here we get our question. Let's convert into raw format. Right. And now, okay. Next, go to next shell. Yeah. So what do we have to do here? Suppose we have this array, right? 10, 5, 10, 15, 10, and 5, right? So what we are doing here is basically 10 has occurred 3 times, 5 has occurred 2 times, 15 has occurred 1 times. So we are showing that how many times an element has occurred, right? So let's use a function def freq. We are going to use dictionary, concept of dictionary in this. So suppose frequency, ARR, right? Okay. Now let's define a frequency freq variable. Freq is equal to, let's assign an empty dictionary. For I in range of len ARR, if I not in freq, right? If ARR of I not in freq means if the element is not in the dictionary, then what do? We do freq ARR of I is equal to 1, right? If it is not, for the first time, it is going in. Else, if it is already present, then what will happen? Freq of ARR of I will become plus equal to 1. Means basically freq of ARR I plus 1, right? So now what happens? We just return the dictionary. Return freq. What are we doing here? We are using these. Dictionary is a key value pair, right? You know that. The dictionary have key value pair. So this is our key. And what is this? This is our value, right? So if it is not present in the array for a dictionary and it is going in for the first time, then we assign the counter to 1. So if suppose this is 10, the element is 10, 10 is going into the is checking for the first time, so it assigns the count as 1. So 10 is colon 1, key value pair, value is 1, key is 10, value is 1. The same thing here also. If it is, suppose 10 is appearing again, right? ARR no, I not in freq, no, it's in freq, so we are going here. So ARR of I is 10, ARR of freq 10 plus equals 1. So if it was 1, it becomes 2, right? Now what do? We simply print the dictionary. Okay. So see, suppose if again name equal main, I'm so sorry, main. Ah. So ARR is equal to, what do we do here? 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 6 6 7 comma 4 3 comma 2 comma 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 7. Okay, so we have put multiple redundant elements here. So now if we do print frequency, suppose frequency of ARR, so what should we get? Let's see. Yep, we get 1 as in the value, 4 times 1 2 3 4. Yep, 4 times 2 as in value, how many times? 1 and 2. Yep. 3 as in value, how many times? 1 and 2. Yep, we got it. See, 3, 2. 6, how many times occurred? 2 times. 7, 2 times. And 4, 4 has occurred only once. So, 1 time. So, this is how it happens. You have to count this. And now, if they ask you that, suppose they tell you, ki, chalo, you got this, now print it in a form such that you get the element of like, suppose 6 is present how many times? Take it. So, you getting the frequency of error. Now, as you have the dictionary, you can easily find out. Suppose I want to print how many times 6 was present. Okay. Print frequency of. Okay, now we need to store it somewhere. Suppose D is equal to frequency of error, right? Okay. Print D of 6. 2. 6 appeared how many times? 2 times. So now you can just style it by using this F uh, and like this, and suppose we write here 6 appeared d6 times, right? This shall work. Okay. uh, Print, just a second. Yep, now it's fine. Yep, 6 appeared 2 times. This is how you shall print it. I'm so sorry for the inconvenience. It's got lost a bit. Okay, let's go. Let's go with question number 6, right? We're done with question number 5. Let's go with question number 6. Question 6. Okay. So what about our question 6? What do we have here? Right. So in question 6, we have rearranging in descending order. Okay. Rearrange array in increasing or descending order. Right. Okay. Okay. So what we have to do here in this array is basically see. We have to sort the first half of the array, okay, from 0 to n by 2 minus 1th index in ascending order. And the second half of the array, that means n minus 1 to n by 2th index of the array in descending order. Right. Okay. So what we can do here is a two-pointer approach for this. And if we don't want to go to two-pointer approach, we can just simply follow this. We can run 2 loops. One starting from 0 to the n by 2th position, mid position, and another start running from the back of the array, right? Okay. So let's take an ARR. ARR is equal to suppose 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 7, 6, right? Okay. Now what do we have to do? We have to do is uh, this part of the array, as you can see, this part, we have to sort it in ascending order, and this part of the array in descending order. So what we do at first, n is equal to len of ARR. Okay. We are storing the length of the array in a variable called n, right? Now suppose we are sorting the array. Okay. ARR is equal to uh sorry, ARR dot sort. You can directly just sort it here. Yes, sort it. Done. Right? We have to create a new array where we are going to store the newly sorted elements. Okay. Now what do we have a mid? We have a mid as int n by, right? So to typecast it because it may come in float or other variables. If we don't typecast it, it may get some other value and there may be a value error, right? Okay. So print, let's see what ARR is now. Okay, ARR has been sorted. All right. So what do we need to do now is now we have to sort the first part in ascending and the last part in descending. Right? For I in range, where should we go? Till mid. Excellent. Now, after going till mid, what do we do? New dot append is straightforward append it. Why? Because we already have got it in our ascending order. So we straightforward just append it. ARR of I. Very good. Got it? Okay. Next, what do we do? For I in range, okay, we go from n minus 1 to mid minus 1 minus 1. We're starting from back. As you can see, n minus 1 matlab n kitna आया हमारा यहाँ? What did our n come out to be? See, n came out to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. So from 7 we are starting, right? The seventh index. This is the seventh index. If the array is of length 8, you know the last index is 7, n minus 1, right? From n minus 1, seventh we are starting. We are going till where? Mid minus 1. Okay. We are going till where? We are going till mid minus 1. Why we are starting from the back? Why we are not starting from the front? You will say, because we need to arrange it in descending order. We don't need to start it from front. If we start it from front, then what happens? Then it goes in the ascending order only because we have already sorted the array, right? So we go from the back and what happens? This is 7. So 7 minus 1 goes 6, minus 1 goes 5, minus 1 goes 4. Like this, it happens. So what we do? We simply new dot append ARR of I. And you will say, sir, you used I here and you also used I here. In Python, you are using the element. This scope is khatam. This loop is khatam here only. And this loop is a new loop. So it doesn't matter if you use I here and I here again because you are not, the same I is not in its scope, right? So to understand this, that how the scope works and see, print new. Simply you just print. Did our array work? Did our program work? Absolutely it did. As you can see, the first four are sorted in the ascending and the last four in the descending. Very good. Next sum is very easy. We have got quite a few more. So let's increase the speed now. Uh, question 7. Right. So what do we need to do here? We need to mark it down and let's go. So question 7. What do we have here? See, we have calculate sum of elements. Right. So we have this. Okay. So suppose we mark it down. Right. Okay. Now I don't want to mark it down. I want to keep it as raw. Right. Okay. If you want to understand how to create a Jupyter notebook or how to do all this things like markdown vagera, everything you need to understand about Jupyter notebook, you can just comment down. I'll post a video regarding how to begin with Jupyter notebook. Right, this is a very simple problem. Let's just take an array 2 3 4 5 6 and let's make a sum is equal to 0 for item in ARR. Sum plus is equal to item, right? And last print sum. So we are done, right? Okay. So this was very simple one. Okay, we are done. 20. Right. Now, now is a bit tricky one. We have two method to do it. Right. The first one is like you can reverse it uh simply directly. And okay, let's first understand the question, what it is. Question 8. QAS. Question 8. Okay. So what is our question? Let's understand it. Okay. What do we have in our question? Rotate an array by k elements. It's the block swap algorithm. Okay. It's a bit difficult to understand for new learners, but we will get it eventually. See. What happens in block swap algorithm is basically what you have to do is there is two ways of swapping, right? Either you swap it left rotate or right rotate. Okay. Now what have they told here? Rotate array by rotate array by k elements. ठीक है. So you have to rotate an array by k elements. अच्छा. So how do we rotate an array? I already shown you one example of how do we do. Now, how do we do it when there is a range given? You have to do it from here to here only. We know how to rotate a whole array. Do we know from like where to where? If you have been given a range, then what you need to do? So let's see what we have to do. Now, here see, you can choose anyone. Either you can choose to do left rotate or you can choose to do right rotate. According to me, right rotate is far easier because there is a reason why right rotate is easier. It's easy to remember, right? So I'll give you the trick to remember it. Left rotate is also easy to remember, but still right rotate is far easier to remember. Okay. Now the thing is what you need to do. First, let's write the reverse function, def reverse, right? So what do we do here? From arr start and end, right? So how do we reverse it now? While start is greater than, sorry, less than end, it's very obvious that start will be always less than end. Arr start comma arr end is equal to arr end comma arr start, right? So now we do what? Now we do start plus equals 1 and end minus equals 1. I'm getting this? Like start plus equals 1, end minus equals 1. From where does it come? See, very simple. Start, you're starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, you are going like this. End, you are starting from the end. So it's 9 or 10, suppose the last element of the like the index I'm telling, not the element. So you're coming from there. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Just like we were doing the last array, programs. The same thing also happening here. So now what we are going to do is simply we are going to define a function of right rotate. Okay, right rotate. Okay. So what we are going to do, ARR and K are the two things we are going to pass here. So we are going to have those two only in our question that will be given. See, we will have a and n is equal to 5 and ARR is equal to this, and we will have this two only, right? And n value you can get it from the array itself, like it's not a big deal, right? From the array itself. Okay. So K is equal to, yeah, it's a big deal for Python and Java, definitely, but not in Python. Sorry, it's a big deal for Java and C, but not in Python, right? Okay. So what we're doing here, K is equal to K mod n. Why? Suddenly why? See, if you're told, this is like a very simple logic. Suppose if K value is given something absurd like 18, you have to rotate it by 18 times. ठीक है, 18 times तुमको उसको घुमाना पड़ेगा. So what happens when you are given 18? So of course it goes out of bound. So now if you put 18 as a value and take it forward, it's never gonna run, right? That's why we modulus it by n to bring a number such that it can be within the scope of the length of the array. Understood? Right. So what do we do now? See, we call our famous reverse function, right? The function we made. Now, what do we have to pass here? ARR first, ARR will go. ARR gaya. Okay. Now, what do we do? Now, we begin from 0 to n minus 1. First, we had n. N is the length of the array. So, ARR n minus 1. Then we again reverse. Now, we go from ARR 0 k minus 1. And the last, but not the least, we go from reverse ARR from k to n minus 1. Okay. Why I was telling it is easy to remember. See, once you are going from 0 to n minus 1, another time from 0 to k minus 1. And the last, what you are doing, you're just bringing this k here, k to n minus 1. Right? Okay. Now what do? We just return ARR. Simple. Return ARR. Right? We're doing it. Okay. Now let's just pass a value. ARR is equal to, suppose 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. ठीक है, k is equal to 3. And we have to call print right rotate ARR, comma, K. And has our array rotated? Yup, it has 3. See, 1, 2, 3. It has gone right and came back in the front, and these have gone to the right. Right? Okay, so our array has been rotated. So now you'll say that, yeah, you have shown me right rotate. Now what about left rotate? Left rotate is far like this only. The only thing which happens in left rotate is you first call this n minus one wala, this one. This you have to cut and just put it down. So left rotate, right rotate, dono done. This is what it is. The simplest thing in like block swap algorithm, बहुत लोग डरते हैं इससे, like people get sometimes very tensed hearing the block swap algorithm. बाप रे बाप. At first when I also started it, it was like बाप रे बाप क्या है रे भाई. It's very easy to code it. It's very easy, right? So this is how you do it. This is the simple. This is left rotate, right? You want to see? See, the array is rotated, left rotated, right? How you can understand the array is left rotated? See, got 3, right? 1 3 4 gone to left, right? Came back 1 3 4, right? So this is how it happens. Now another easy question we have in our dump, question number 8. Okay, so what we got here, let's see. Let's pick up the speed, we don't have much time. Okay, no, it was question number 8 was our last one. This one was question number 9. Okay. So it's question number 9, right? Okay. So what we have to do here is just is a basic problem statement. We have to find the average of all our elements in an array, right? It's very easy. See, which is of 2 minutes. You have already known how to find the sum, right? Now how to find the average? Suppose you have an ARR is equal to, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, right? Okay. What do you need to do now? You need to find the average. Okay. So suppose sum is equal to 0. Okay. For item in ARR, sum plus is equal to item. Print print sum by len of ARR. Get it? Okay. You can also convert it into float, or you just typecast it like in Java or C we do. Okay. And this will come out. If you want it in int, मुझे 3.14 नहीं चाहिए, मुझे int में चाहिए. ठीक है? So you do this and you get the int value, right? And you can also like just uh, do this and get the absolute value. Like, yep. So this is how it works, right? Okay. But this is not actually the like this. If you check that what you know, um, the item type, suppose print type, you get it as classing, right? It will not be converted into float. Okay. So if you need the decimal value, you have to print it like this only. Okay, done. Next. What question do we have? We have median of an array. What is a median? You know what is a median? Median is nothing but an value which is present in the middle of the series of values. Okay. Like suppose there is a number of values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So median क्या है जो middle में है? ठीक है. The one in the median is known as the median of the array. Okay. Okay. We'll be given an unsorted array. We have to find the median of this array, right? Mean median mode. All have read the concept in class 10, 9, 8. Question 10. Right. We're into question 10. We have 15 more to go. After that, chutti. So let's see what happens. It's tough. Yep. I thought it would be easy, but no, it's tough. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. I'm hyped up. Chalo. Def median. ठीक है. Yeah. Haha. Yeah. ठीक है. Now what do you do? ARR dot sort. Q, because we are given an unsorted array. Find the median of the given array. ठीक है. ARR sort. To sort it. Then n is equal to len of ARR. Simple. We find out the length of ARR. If n mod 2 is not equal to 0, what does this mean? N mod 2 is not equal to 0 matlab n is odd. So what happens? Return, straightforward we return what? ARR of n by 2. What does this mean? N by 2 returns what? N returns the length divided by 2 and its absolute value. Suppose it's 7, 3.5, so it will return 3. So the third position, if there are 7 elements in an array, so 0, 1, 2, 3. Third element will be the median, right? Understand? Okay. Else what do we do? Else we do median is equal to ARR of n plus we sum both the middle values. Okay. ARR of n by 2 and ARR of n to minus 1. And then what we do? We divide it by 2. The same concept we used to use in return med. Same concept we used to use in our class 10 or 12, 11, sorry, 10, 9 in the book, maths book, we have it. Same concept we are going to use. And now we write the main method. ARR is equal to suppose 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take an odd number of elements first. Okay, then we will see. Oh, it is already sorted now. 2, 9, 6, 5, 4. Okay, let's keep odd number of elements first and then we will give and check even number of elements. Okay, median ARR. Okay. So if name equal main, okay, we call main method 5. Is it correct? 2, 4, 5. Yeah, it's correct. Suppose now we put another element here like 8. Okay. Now let's see what the median comes out to be. The median comes out to be 5. Okay. Suppose we put 10 here. What happens? Again 5, 9, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Are we correct? Yep. Now we are getting the correct answer. I had by mistake rounded off this, right? We had taken the absolute value, but we don't need the absolute value. We need the perfect value, right? Okay. Uh, Now we have to remove duplicates from a sorted array. ठीक है, चलो. Question number 11. Remove duplicates. How to do this? Def remdux ARR. ठीक है. New ARR is equal to null. Sorted ARR is equal to sorted ARR. ठीक है. If we need to like, if we directly sort the array, we cannot store it in a new, the original array gets sorted. So what we are doing here is basically to store in a new array or new variable, we have to use the method sorted, right? For item in SRT ARR. What we have to do? We have to find, sorry, we have to just, we need the original like array without the duplicate elements. Okay. So what we do? If very easy, if item is not in, item not in where? New ARR. Then we do what? New ARR dot append item. Can we do this? Yep, we can. So we do return new error. Picture. Depth main. What we do here? ARR is equal to, let's take a array with multiple redundant elements, but we will okay, we can that can get sorted later. 6 7 8 8 8 8 8 9 9 9 9 3 3 3. Okay, we took a quite a huge array. Okay, print uh, duplicates the ARR. Okay, if we just simply call the main function, right? Okay. See, we had so many duplicate elements in our array, the sorted array, and as you can see, all the elements now here are not, and none of them is duplicate. Okay. 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 We have a same kind of another question, like it's kind of a redundant question. See, question number 12. Okay. So what do we have here? We have here a simple thing. The question is remove duplicate elements from an unsorted array. Okay. So unsorted array, from an unsorted array, we have to remove the duplicate elements. Let's take the ARR is equal to same logic 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 8, 6, 5, 4, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8, 8, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Yes, sir. Now, what we had last time, what we were doing, we were sorting the array and then showing the output, right? Here, what we have to do, we don't need to sort the array, right? So we just simply need to find if there is the element is like we have to print the elements without sorting them. Like now, we have to remove the duplicate elements. Okay. So for item in ARR, what we do is if item not in new ARR, we do nothing. We do nothing but just do ARR dot append item print print new ARR. Okay, I think I got some. I'm so sorry. अरे new ARR dot append item. ठीक है, new ARR we have new ARR dot append item. Okay, what is the problem? If item not in new ARR, for item in ARR, if item not in new ARR dot append item. ठीक है, print new ARR. Hmm. Hmm. Are we missing something? The append method is correct, print is correct, new ARR is also correct. Okay, we aren't missing anything. No, we aren't missing anything. So what is the problem? Yep. We had some problem with our kernel. Right now we get it. Okay. So this is what happens. Okay. Chalo. We are all sorted. Let's move on to our next question. Adding element in an array. Right. Chalo. How do we add an element to an array? Okay. Suppose it's a very basic concept of list only. Okay. Adding an element to an array is basically adding an element to a list. Okay. How do we do it? See. Okay. Let's write down the question first. Question 13. Right. Question number 13. Mark down. We get it. Right. Adding an element in an array. Suppose we have n is equal to 5. Okay. This is the length of our array. And we have an array like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to insert an element in this array. Okay. Suppose they have told to insert a choke in the beginning and the end also. Okay. We have to make two functions. Okay. This they have shown for, I think, for C or Java. Right. We are going to do it our way. Okay. So beginning, we take suppose input. Okay. Input. We have to take it in int format because we are taking in integer values. Enter le at big. Okay. On the beginning, we have to enter element at beginning. Okay. End is equal to int input enter le at end. Okay. And last, what we need what value do we like? What is the position? Like we need to enter a value in a position. Okay. So let's take the position as int input enter le at uh, pos. ठीक है suppose at pos position 4. ठीक है हम enter करेंगे value. ठीक है चलो. So what do we do? At beginning arr dot insert simple arr dot insert 0 comma beg. ठीक है beginning we have the value beg in our this beginning function beginning variable. Okay, so what happens arr dot insert 0 comma beg, this what does what at the 0th position it enters the beginning value, and what happens to the rest of the array, it shifts to the right. Okay, now we will do what to add element at the end. We know in list we use append. Okay, append end, but simply it goes and sticks back into the end. And what we have to do for inserting an element in a position, arr dot insert, we were using 0th index. Now what index we have been we have to use, we have to insert it at the 4th position. So at index number 4, what do you have to insert? We have to insert position value. Okay, done. Print ARR. Now let's see what happened to ARR. Our beloved ARR. What element should I enter at the beginning? Suppose I'm entering 13 at the beginning. I'm entering 11 at the end. And I'm entering 22 at the position 4. Will it work? Of course it will. 13 goes at the beginning. 22 at position 4, see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11 at the end, right? So this was what our code was. This type of code will definitely come if your luck is very good. This kind of code generally sometimes they do come, these like doing these in C or Java takes lots of lines of code. Like here you are saying it that but ho gaya, but not like that in C or Java. In Python it's much easier. So it's according to Google, it's the easiest language to learn and master. It's like English, simple English. फिर भी मुझ जैसे किसी लोगों को नहीं आता है. Anyway, let's just move on to the next question. Question number 14. ठीक है. What do you have in our question number 14? Let's see. Let's mark this down and let's move on to question number 14. So what do we have here? See. Question number 14. Find all repeating elements in an array uh, which are occurring more than once. ठीक है. हमको repeating elements ढूंढना है. Have a, there's a library in Python which you can import basically, and it makes your work so easy. The last time we had done this, like repeating elements ko find karna and this all this counting the number of elements which are repeating. We used we used a dictionary, right? This will al- this library which I'm importing, this will also use a dictionary, but it will build it in its way. Okay. Now let's see what happens. From collections, import counter. Counter का C is in COUN clear. ठीक है. From collections import counter. Now we have an ARR. ARR is equal to suppose 1 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 4 comma 5 comma 2. ठीक है. We have this, right? So last time we had a frec, so we can just create a dictionary ARR. Like we are forming a dictionary. This counter basically does what? And you all should definitely always practice in this Jupyter notebook, because first of all, it does not give you the suggestions, and second of all, the thing is that it allows you to see the output instantly. So here what I will do, I'll just print dict array, dict array, right? So now what happens? See, instantly I get how many each element has, like how many times it's repeating. Instantly I get it, right? So this is how it works. It's as easy as that. Okay. Now what happens? Now what do we need to do here? We need to print all the repeating elements, the elements which are repeating. We have to show all the repeating elements in there. Okay. Okay. So what do we do here? We have already got the elements which are repeating. कौन repeat कर रहा है? 1 is repeating, 2 is repeating, 4 is repeating, 3 is not repeating, 5 is not repeating. So we should get our output as 1, 2 and 4, right? So how will we get our output? Let's first create a new list. Somewhere we need to store it, right? So let's make a new list. New list is equal to, okay. Now for keys, comma values, is it a dictionary? So there will be keys and values in where dict array, dict arr dot items. Okay. This is how we traverse a dictionary, right? If values is greater than 1, then what we do? We simply do new list dot append what keys. Why keys? Because keys are the places where our original values are stored, like the ARR 1 1 1 2 2 2 1 2 3 4, the original array is stored, right? So what do we do now? We just simply print the new list. But there is a catch. If we print the new list, what it will print is basically it will print a list. Okay, it's in a list. So you can see, you can just see here by doing type new list. You will see it prints a its class list. Right. We don't want it. We want separated by commas. Okay. So हम क्या कर सकते हैं? What we can do? There is a very simple method. Print. We will use join. Join using what? Using comma. Dot join will map str comma new list. Done. Okay. So what happens? Basically, join is a function of the string. string. ठीक है, तो what happens here is basically you convert this into an str, and then the new list values are converted into str, and such this is how these are printed. So you can do it at the end. You can join it with comma or any other thing. If you want to separate it by star also, you can do it. See, now if you do this, it will be separated by star, right? So if you are printing a pattern or you are printing anything, you can just use this join method. Is very useful in Python. Okay, let's go to question number 15. We have 10 more to 11 more to go along with this question. Question 15. ठीक है, चलो. Question number 15, mark down. Okay, what do we have here? Find all the non-repeating elements in an array. ठीक है, we have to find the non-repeating elements in an array. ठीक है, so what are the non-repeating elements in an array? The elements which are not repeating. Simple. ठीक है, so we did what there? We found the repeating elements. Now what we are doing, we are going to find the non-repeating elements. The same thing we are going to do. We are going to just copy it and just paste it. ठीक है, see. Non-repeating elements are what? We had our repeating elements as 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 5 are the non-repeating elements. But 4 is repeating now. Oh, sorry. 1, 2, and 4 were the non-repeating elements. We have 3 and 5 here as the non-repeating elements. These were repeating 1, 2, and 4. Right? So we have these two as our non-repeating elements. So how do we find our non-repeating elements? Just simply do equal equal. If values equal 1, for any of the keys, if the value is equal to 1, our key we got it. Man, see. 3 comma 5. Got it? Okay, let's just remove this. We have understood the concept of why u is join. Yeah, so we got 3 comma 5. So this is how it works. Simple, very easy. Okay. Now we are getting to tuples. Right. We have to find pairs. Okay. How? I'm giving you the question. You will definitely understand it. So, question number 16. Okay, mark down. What we have to do is find all symmetric pairs. What do we have to find? Find all symmetric pairs. Okay. So how do we find out the symmetric pairs? What are symmetric pairs? Symmetric matlab mirror images. Remember like this, symmetric. Okay. Mirror images. 1, 2, 2, 1 are symmetric. 3, 4, 4, 5 are they symmetric? No. 3, 4, 4, 3 would be symmetric. 4, 5 and 5, 4 symmetric. Why? Because see, here the position of x is here the position of y, and here the position of y is here the position of x. So these two are symmetric to each other. Since 1 and 2, 2 and 1 are symmetric pairs, 4 and 5, 5 and 4 are symmetric pairs. ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? Now, what we need to do? We need to define a list of these pairs. ठीक है, pairs. Suppose pairs is equal to 1 comma 2 comma, let's just copy and take it there because we got our list. ठीक है, now scene is equal to a dictionary. Scene matlab, why are we making this? We have already got the value. ठीक है, just like I told you the concept. What concept did I say? X comma y is equal to y comma x. The same thing we are going to use here for x comma y in scene. Where? In pairs. Scene we are empty. ठीक है, if x is what? The key. X in scene and scene of x is equal y. ठीक है, then what happens? Result dot append x comma y. Okay, we have to append it in the form of a tuple. ठीक है, else what we do? We do scene y is equal to x. So what happens? Simply now what we do? Print result. See what happens? X comma y. ठीक है, x comma y मतलब x comma y in pairs. See what if we print x comma y. ठीक है, see 1 2 2 1 3 4 4 5 and 5 4. ठीक है, we get it. So if x in scene तो खाली है, Seen as nothing now. So x in scene. X is in scene. No, sir, x is not in scene. So and scene of x equal y. Anything is not there. So definitely it will pass. Result dot append x comma y. So we append 1 and 2. Next, print for xy in pairs. Okay. So what happens next time? X goes if x in scene. X is in scene. हाँ एक सीन में है and x of y x scene of x equal y. Yes, it is. So result dot append x comma y. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And the first time what when happens is when x goes in scene. Sorry, I'm so sorry. It goes to else because this condition doesn't match. So scene of y is equal to x, right? So this condition doesn't match. You can see it here. If we print, if we just print x comma y here, and we again print x comma y here, you can see what happens. See 1 comma 2 2 comma 1. Okay, comma 2 2 comma 1. Okay, x in scene. So this is what happens, as you can understand. You have to put the value of y as is a dictionary, as you can understand. It is a dictionary. If you just okay, if you just print scene here, print scene. Now it will be clear, more clear. Okay, we print scene 3 times. Once we print here, print scene. Yep, and at here also we print scene. Okay, now we run. See what was it? Empty, empty. So first got 2. 2 got mapped to 1. Again 2 got mapped to 1. Again 2 got mapped to 1. Okay, 2 got mapped to 1. 4 got mapped to 3. 2 got mapped to 1. 4 got mapped to 3. 5 got mapped to 4. 2 got mapped to 1. 4 got mapped to 3. 5 got 4 to mapped to 4. So where did these conditions met only on 2 cases? When it was 2 1 1 2 and 4 5 5 4. That's why we get it returned. Okay. Okay. So now we have some more to do. Okay. What happened? Again, our restart. Fine. Okay. Chalo. Get it. Right? Okay. Okay. Max products are there. We have two kind of approaches here. One is the cadence algorithm, another one is the iterative approach. I'm going to show you the iterative approach. Take it. Question 17. Question 17. Okay, we're nearing the end. We have 25 questions. We are already on question 17. Okay. Maximum products are varied. This is also a very famous topic from which questions do come generally in your competitive in your coding interviews or exams. Okay. So suppose we have an array nums is equal to 1 2 3 minus 2 4 5 6 and 7. Okay. N is equal to len of nums. We are doing the iterative approach here. Okay. Max product is equal to nums 0. Just like we used to do in what? Case of max sum I max element in the array, we are taking as max product as nums of 0. For I in range n, we do what? We do product is equal to 1. Why we do product is equal to 1? Because for in case of maximum product in sub array, we have to multiply every element with the other element like 1. If here is 1, 1 is multiplied with 2, 1 is multiplied with 3, 1 is multiplied with minus 2, 1 is multiplied with, and then add it to find it out. Okay. Now we do what? For j in range, we grow from I to n. We do what? Product star is equal to nums of j. Right. So what happens here? Max product is equal to max of what? Max of max product and product, comma product. This is how should it should go. Okay. We simply now print max product 840. Okay. So why use cadence algorithm? It's so simple, it's so small. See, we in this case of this, we are going at a time complexity of O n square. Okay, we are running two loops. In case of cadence algorithm, we could have done it in only one loop. Okay, I'll upload a short video on cadence algorithm later because now we are running out of time and we have to complete it. We have so many questions to complete. Question number 18. Okay, let's go to question number 18. Right. Mark down question number 18. So what do we have in our question? We have to replace elements by its rank. Okay. We have to replace elements by its rank. Suppose we have an array 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 6. Okay. Now we have to what we have to do is replace it by its rank. Okay. We do unique. Let's sort the array and find the unique elements in it straight away. Okay. Unique sorted is equal to sorted set ARR. Okay. Now we'll do what? Rank map is equal to dictionary, an empty dictionary. Rank is equal to 1. For val in unique SRTD rank map val. Val is our key and our value will be equal to rank plus equal to 1. ठीक है. Print ARR. Rank ARR is equal to none. Let's print this first. Let's print rank map. Rank underscore map. Let's see what happens. See. 1, we got our position 1, 2, we got position 2, 3, we got position 3, 4, we got position 4, 5, and 6, we got position as 6. We had this only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, if we put suppose minus 2 and 3 here, what we would get? See, minus 2 got position 1, 1 got position 2, 2 got position 3, 3 got 4, 4 got 5, 5 got 6, and 6 got 7. Okay, this is what happens. Now we need to print the list itself. Okay, we don't need to print all the stuffs. For val in ARR, rank ARR dot append. What we have to append? Rank map of val. Right? Yes. Print rank ARR. Done. As simple as that. All are replaced with the rank. 2 is position 3, as you can see. 3 is position 4, AJ4. 5, 5. This is what happens. Right? Okay. The next question that we have is sorting an array by frequency. Uh, Question 19. Sorting an array by its frequency. Okay. So what we have to do? Okay, we have 5, 6 more questions and then we'll be done. Okay. Let's what we have to do here. Okay, given an array of integers have some duplicate elements. Sort the array by frequency. You will given a frequency according to which you have to sort the array. Like no, not frequency. Suppose you have a duplicate element, so 2 is present 3 times, so print 3 times and then print 1 2 times. Okay. By the frequency you have to sort the array. Suppose here 2 was like suppose 1 time, so it would have gone to the end. So as 2 is present 3 times, it comes to the beginning. As 1 is present 2 times, it comes after that. Okay. So you have to sort it by the frequency. Samjha? So what we have to do here? First, we have to find out the frequency. How do we find out the frequency? From collections, we import what? We import counter. ARR is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take this one only. It will be simpler for us to understand. Let's take this one. Right? Okay. How do we find the frec? Frec is equal to, as I showed you last time, counter ARR. RF. Okay. Now what do we do? Unique elements, unique ele is equal to sorted list ARR, something like this we did in the last one also. Okay, okay, sorry. We need to find out the unique elements in the keys itself. Okay. In the dictionary. Okay. We have already converted it into dictionary. We don't need set anymore, right? So unique elements is equal to list frec dot keys. Okay. If you print it, you can see print unique elements, unique ele. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the unique elements, right? So it's obvious that dictionary will store the elements and then its counter does what? It stores the count and the list of elements. So in the keys sections, it's obvious that there will be the elements in the array will be there, right? This is how collections from counter work. Okay. Now what we have to do, we have to define a function. Okay. Sort by rec. Okay. And here we pass x. Suppose we pass x. So what do we return? Return minus rec of x, comma x. Right? So unique elements dot key is equal to sort by rec. Done. Print unique elements. Done. Okay, we did not had unique elements. We had unique ele. Sorry. Okay. So we got the unique ele sorted by their order of frequency. How to understand it? See, 2 has appeared how many times? 1, 2, 3 times. So is it 2, 1, 3, 4? We got it? The order? Yes, we got it. What do we did here? We did nothing. We just sorted it according to the frequency. Okay. Minus rec of x means what? Minus rec of x means we're returning the last value which we are getting, right? So we are using the key to sort the values. Okay. Now what we do? Now we do nothing. We just print the result. How do we get the result? Result is equal to null. Now for val in unique elements, unique ele, we do what? Result dot extend, or we could also have used append val star frec val. Okay. So in frec val, what do we have? We have the value, key value pair. So val is the key and frec val we have the value. We can also use append. It's same. Append, extend, they all work in kind of. No. We need extend. Yep, we need extend. Ex, because we don't know the length of the list. Okay. Print result. Okay. Chalo. We got it. Our output, desired output, we got it. Next. Question number question 20. Question 20. Okay. What do we have to do here? What we have to do here is basically rotate an array by k element. Okay. The same thing that we're doing block swap algorithm, the same thing we're going to do again. This time I'm going to show you the cadence algorithm. Wait, this time I'm going to show you the cadence algorithm. Okay. Okay. Okay, now this is much easier, because here you have already been given a direction, right? So if you're given a direction, then it's much easier to do. See, no, we're not going to use cadence algorithm, right? So def rotate array, arr, k, dir. Okay. Now we do what? We n is equal to len of arr. Okay. K is equal to k mod of n. If dir direction is equal right, we have to give the input, the direction that we want. Rotated is equal to arr of minus k colon plus arr of colon minus k. If dir is equal left, we do what? Rotated is equal to arr of k colon plus arr of k, right? Else, if some other input is given, yeah. Else, if other input is given, what do? We just return invalid direction. Invalid. ठीक है. चलो, return rotated. Okay. Now the thing is, we have to return rotated array, right? So suppose let's take an example from here. Arr is equal to this list. Then we have k is equal to 2, and at last we have dir is equal to left. Okay. Now what do? Print rotate array. We have to pass three things: the array itself, arr, k, and dir. Done. So this is what we get, right? It's rotated by 2 and towards the left. 3, see, it's rotated by 2 towards the left. And if we wanted it to be rotated towards the right, we could have just done this. And it gets rotated towards the right. This is also another method which you can use. Last one we were using was like, it was also easy, and this is also easy. So both you can do. Okay. So now let's go to question number 21. Okay. Question number So what do we got here? We have to find equilibrium index of an array. Okay. So the concept is you will be given some numbers and you have to find the equilibrium index. Because why? The sum of numbers before index 3 is 2 plus 3 plus 1 minus 1 is equal to 4, and the sum of numbers after the index is equal to 4. So this is what you have to find. You have to find that the right sum and the left sum, they are balanced, right? Def find equilibrium, equilibrium nums. ठीक है, nums. Now total is equal to sum of nums. ठीक है. Now left sum is equal to 0. So what happens? For I comma num in enumerate nums, what it does is just I comma num in enumerate num, what it does, it arranges the number index wise. Okay, enumerate means that the index will be shown after the uh, number. Right sum is equal to total minus left sum minus num. Okay, if left sum equal right sum, what will happen? Instantly we will return the index. Return I. Chalo. Left sum becomes left sum plus is equal to num. The same thing you can do it using the right sum also. Like I am doing here using the left sum as I have taken it as 0. You can take the right sum also 0. Try it on your own. And you will see that the same thing happens. Okay. Now what do? We take suppose num is equal to suppose we take this example only 2, 3, minus 1, 8, and 4. Take this example and we print find underscore equilibrium nums 3. As expected, we got the answer as 3. Now, if we do the same with this one, are we getting the correct answer? Yep, we are getting it. Because as you can see, before 2, it's getting 0, 1, 2. Numbers after index 2 is 0. Okay. So before index 2, the sum of the numbers is 0, and after index 2 also there is no number. Therefore, it's coming as 0. This is how you get it. Okay. Now again we have circular rotation of an array. Question about circular rotation. Question number 22. Let's do it. Question 22. Same concept we have to use. The one we were using. Suppose which side you want to rotate it. Okay. The question is simple. Just finding the circular rotation of an array by k positions. Okay. Now the thing is which side you want to rotate. The question is there, right? So you want to rotate left, you want to rotate right. So it depends. Okay. Now see if we define suppose circular rotate. I think the best logic here applies, which applies. Last time I showed you like with that the first time I showed you it with how to you have to first rotate the array in a different function and then just call them. Like you can do it that way, but the best method in Python is to use take the benefit of the language, right? So you pass your two values arr and k. N is equal to len of arr as we know, and k what we have to do, k is equal to k mod n, right? Now what we have to do, I have to do nothing to rotate it. We have to do this return arr of what do you want to do, right rotate or left rotate. If you want to left rotate, you have to take positive values. Okay, k colon k. If you want to rotate right, you have to take negative values, minus k colon 2 plus arr of colon minus k. Done. This is how it happens. Okay. Now what do you do? You just make up an ARR. ARR is equal to suppose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. K is equal to 2, 12. Let's take 12 now and see how this basically this modulus works. We just print K. Okay. We'll print K here. And we do print circular rotate ARR comma 2. As simple as that. Okay, as you can see, yeah, the K value came out to be 2. Why? Because our n length was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 was our length of n. So 5 2s are 10. And after that, 5 3s are 15. So it's not going, the remainder is remaining as 2. So K value stuck to 2. Okay. So if you did it 12 times, it is actually rotating 12 times. But the basic value is it will rotate 2 times only. Because the n value is 5. So how will it rotate? If it rotates 12 times also, this is the position where it will come at the end. Right? This is how it happens. Okay. Okay, next we have question 23. Question 23. Okay. So what do we have in our question 23? See. Question 23 is simple. Sort an array according to an order defined by another array. Okay. We have an order by another array. We have to sort the array according to that array. इसकी मर्जी से ये sort होगा. ठीक है. So how do we do it? See. Same from, as you see somewhere that according to something else, from straight away converted into dictionary. From collections, import counter. ठीक है. Now def sort by order. Now what do we have here? ARR1 comma ARR2. Right? Now frec is equal to counter ARR1. Result is equal to for num in ARR2, if num in frec. If we find num in frec, what do we do? Result dot extend num star frec of num del frec num. Okay, so what are we doing here basically is first we are converting our ARR1 array. The array we need to sort using another array. Okay, the first array. The array which we need to sort. ARR2 is what? The array which will tell us that how to sort ARR1. Okay, so we are converting the frequency, we are converting the ARR1 into a dictionary and using the, you know what counter does. So how many? Suppose here what happens? 2. How many times 2 is appearing? 2 is appearing 2 times. Like that. Okay. So now what we are doing for num in ARR2. Now we are seeing that. Now another thing that you need to notice or need to remember is that ARR2 must contain all the elements that are in ARR1 already present. Okay. Not like some other elements are there. ARR1 can contain different elements which we will sort later. But the elements which are present in ARR2 and ARR1, the ARR1 elements should be sorted in the way they are in ARR2. Right. So for that, what we are doing for num in ARR2, if num is in frec, suppose for 2 in ARR2, num in ARR2, num is in frec. Yes, sir, num is in frec because frec definitely has num. So what happens? Result dot extend num star frec num. Okay. So how many times frec num was repeated? Suppose 2 times it was repeated. So 2 times num will get printed. And at the end we do what? We delete the key. Okay. We delete the value. Right. See, suppose we to see how our dictionary works, we will print here frec once and we will also print here frec once. Print frec. Now see how it works. Okay, okay. We need to give an array to it. Okay, okay, fine. We will see it at the end how it works. Okay, now we will have some remaining elements definitely because after we are not finding num anyone. So what happens to the remaining? The remaining is equal to sorted frac dot elements result dot extend remaining. Okay, so why we were deleting the frequency after the values after we were appending it to the array, extending it to the array, so that we are not getting it again, right? We need the remaining elements because we also have to put the remaining elements into our final array. Okay, so we have this arr1 and arr2. Let's just put it here and pass the values, right? Print def sort by order arr1 comma arr2. Okay, got it. Okay, what happened? We are not returning anything or what? A result dot. Oh, acha, acha, we have to return result. That's why we are getting null. Return result. Okay. Now we just put it in. Got it. We got our result. Okay. Question number 23. Let's go. Question number 23. Okay. Question 23. Let's mark down, and let's go. Okay. What do you have on question 23? Uh, okay, we did question 23. We are going to go to question 24. Okay. I'm going back in time. Right. So excited that I'm going back in time. Okay. Okay, it's simple linear search. Very easy. Nothing to worry. एकदम आसान. ठीक है. What you have to do? The problem statement is search an element and return its position. ठीक है. We'll do it in our way. This is what we get and draw. Up. Def lin search. What we need here? Def lin search, ARR, and another element that we need to search. For item in ARR, if item equal k, return uh, return return arr dot index item. Easy. Okay. Now what happens? Now we simply pass an array. ARR is equal to, suppose this one we pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's pass this one. And we will be off to our last question. And we have here k is equal to 10. Yeah. Print let's style it. Print k is present in uh, lim search arr comma k position of the array. Let's see. Yep, 10 is present in fifth position of the array. Acha, we have forgot to write ph. Fifth position of the array. Okay. Yeah, is it in the fifth position? 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 10. Acha, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is in the fifth position. So we get it. Easy. Okay. Last question of the day. and we're going to end the stream after that. We have our question number 25. Okay, last question of the day. We just need to mark it down and let's go. So, what do we have in our last question? Check if an array is subset of another array. Very common question. Generally, does come in various coding examinations of company coding. Okay, we are going to use a simple def is subset method. ARR, comma ARR1 or ARR1, comma ARR2. Okay, so set underscore ARR2 is equal to set ARR2. What is a set? A set is one which consists of unique elements. So they cannot have a redundant element. For element in ARR1, if element not in set ARR2, then what we do? We return false. Return false. Else we come out of the loop and return true. If not false return, then definitely it will be return true. Then what are our test cases? Let us pick up two test cases just for. Okay. Now what do? We have two test cases. Now to print it in the way we want, what we do is simply print ARR2 if sorry if is subset ARR1, comma ARR2, then we print ARR1 is a subset of ARR2, else we print ARR1 is not a subset of ARR2. Okay. Okay. Okay, ARR1 is not a subset of ARR2. This was what we should have expected. Let's take this one for checking if. Okay. 2, 3, 1 is there, 5 is there, yes, 5 is there, 2 is there, 4 is there, 3 is there. Yeah, this should be a subset. ARR1 is a subset of ARR. Thank you so much for watching this stream, and this is what you are going to get if you are going to follow the whole series. It was a long session, as you know, and yeah, it will be a long session because we are going to solve all the questions and we're not going to leave before solving all the questions, right? So this was all of it, and I'll share the IPYNB file in my GitHub. I'll drop a link in the description. And another thing is that you tell me that which concepts I need to make or the concepts which you need to understand. Right. Okay. Let me just switch to my webcam so that I can get a better view of you all. Okay. Okay, guys. So this was what I had for today, and as you saw, it was a long session as you saw it, and now you guys can tell me that on what topics I can make videos further, and I'll definitely I'm looking forward to creating more videos on computer related topics like AI and ML and other Python stuffs, starting from graphs, trees, and linked list arrays. Everything will be covered. And if you like, you can definitely subscribe to my channel, and I'll be looking forward to the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye, stay safe, and good night.